Well, big data is this new phenomenon that we are all very excited about, where organizations and people can put their hands on really big data sets that are difficult to process, and it's the ability that we have for the last few years to deal with those difficulties that allow us to actually get good results. And so the idea is that as we collect that data, because we have to for all kinds of reasons, we don't look at this data as sort of a burden anymore that we have to store, protect, keep a custodian for, and so on. We actually think about this data as an asset. So what can we do, how we can massage this data, how we can use algorithms on it to extract from it knowledge. And knowledge, as we know, is power. So that's this whole idea to, if I may say, assetize the data to get some useful knowledge that we can then work with and use for something interesting. It can lead to business solutions, it can lead to new ideas, it can lead to discoveries, it can lead to finding market niches, all these things. A number of barriers have gone down technologically. So you can now buy for reasonable amounts of money very powerful computers that can actually deal with large data sets. You can buy for a few $1,000s very large, high-resolution screens on which you can do a terrific job visualizing the data. You can, due to barcodes and the barcode readers, collect data essentially for free and error-free as well. The data entry process is gone. And then you can share that data around the world thanks to the internet with others. So all these things have really come together to create these big data technologies. It's not sort of one single discovery, but I think the maturity and the decrease in prices that make that affordable for not just governments that were already doing that 10 years ago, but for companies, and when I say companies, I don't mean just the huge IBMs of the world, but for SMEs as well. Technology itself is neutral, can be used for the good and for the bad, but I think since we made that technology possible, there is a sort of a moral obligation on us to think about tools that will prevent privacy breaches and privacy adverse situations. And this is something that we have to think about when we talk about big data from the beginning. So there is this idea, for instance, of privacy by design, where you build a computer system, be it a big data system as well, you start to think about privacy issue from the get-go. And it's not that you first build it and then you kind of turn around and say, oh, we got to engineer privacy back into what we already have. That's probably not going to work. But if you really work at it from the beginning, you're clear what the issues are, then you probably can do a much better job in protecting the data than doing it after the fact. So it's very important. It's not easy, but it has to be a part of the whole solution from the very beginning. And that's what we're trying to do with my group as well. And so I think big data is here today, it will be here tomorrow, and after tomorrow it will morph into something quite different, and it's even hard to say what it will be.